now.
Ooh.
Hey, good morning, folks. Welcome back for another edition of iMove here in the Ark. This would normally have been a swim day for us, but it didn't wind up that way because we had a dentist appointment a couple of days ago, and we usually only make one trip into town a week, and that was our trip into town. It happened to be our play day. Because if you want to know why we went to the dentist appointment, it's because I was being kind of funny one day and said something Missy didn't like, and she just kind of clipped me and
He's been training me.
She was doing the Mr. Versi on me. No, just kidding. But anyways, folks, that's why we sort of had our play day in town, and we decided today we would just come back in, and this week we're going to forsake our swim. We'll go back again next week. Now we're back to the same deal. This is our evolutionary theme week, but we have these 11 moves that we call our suitcase moves, and they're we did the previous 3 practices targeting different systems using exactly those same moves. Now yesterday there's 11 total. We only got to use 5 moves of the 11, so today we're going to use the other 6. Still all the same moves, a different system. Yesterday we went after cardio. Today we're going to go after speed. All right, just fast twitch muscle fiber. But just to show that we can use such a diversification in an iMove system with just those simple 11 moves, and there's no equipment really involved. We might, Missy, at some point put a band on here just to put it around our waist to run, or we can just run free. I think first I'm just going to run free and see how that goes. So there really isn't any equipment on these 6 moves. So how it's going to work today is we're using these as speed, and today is a day, whenever we do speed, I want at least a 2-to-1 work to rest ratio, the higher being in the rest ratio, which is atypical of us. Yesterday it was the opposite. It was 2 to work, 1 to rest in the Tabata we did, right? But today we're trying not to generate power and endurance over a long period of time. Today I just want the muscles to really fire fast and the brain to really fire fast under more or less fresh conditions. So that's why we're taking a little more rest than you normally get, but I think we need it because I'm not trying to teach them how to move fast while they're tired. I'm trying to, I just want them to experience that fastness while they can just react really quick, more or less fresh, right? So how it's going to go is we're going to go 10 easy moves. Say number 1, which is a twist. We're just going to do, and we're going to call that 2 to make 1. Missy decided she did a little warm-up practice drill with that. So that particular move is we're going to have to go to, that's 1, all right? It's not 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do that. So we're just going to do that easy for 10. Then we're going to pick it up to an intermediate speed for 10 more. And then we're going to hit super fast, give our best speed effort for 20. And then we're going to take that rest before we start move number 2. All right? Now, the move number 2 is 1 to make 1. Number 3 is 1 to make 1. 4 is an air box, so we decided we're going to go 2 to make 1. All right? And then 5 and 6 are both 1 to make 1. Now 5 is a slower, it's more of a compound move. So we've changed the numbers for that one move only. All the rest are 10 easy, 10 intermediate, 20 fast. That one we're going to break those numbers in half. We're going to go 5 easy, 5 intermediate, and then 10 as quick as we can. Now even that might be a bit much, but we'll see. And then we have the run is number 6. It's 1 to make 1. Every foot touch is 1 to make 1. Okay? So, and then we're just going to take our rest as we need and then come back and start over again at number 1. We have 25 minutes and we don't know how long this is going to take us. Right? So I don't know how many times we'll get through that 1 to 6, but I suspect we'll get through 2 or 3 times anyways, right? Maybe even 4. I don't know. We've never done this practice before with these kinds of moves, right? And just want to add that Missy has brought a little look of spring in here which is really cool. She came in, because I never really know what she's going to wear most of the time. And usually I'm in here, like I say, putting the practice on the board, so I get to watch her come in, and I go over for my toe troll. And I just thought the first was, whoa, that's a nice spring vision there, right?
Look at him, too.
Yeah, and I kind of thought, I sort of found this, I don't know where we don't know where it came from, but I found it over in my kayak building, and it had been in there for a while. I guess it was sort of where, when I was riding the bike on the roads, I wanted to be visible in the summer, right? So I rediscovered it, and the same thing, right? They say that yellow and orange, when you look at them, it gives you energy. And in a practice like this is not a bad idea, right? So anyways, Missy even comes right down to like the nice little things in the hair. It's pretty cool, right? So we're lit up in here. We're bright. We're ready to go. And
I just have to say that I watched my mother primp every day before she went out, and that was our bonding time. And I have a really good relationship with that experience. So it's part of my daily life.
Nice. Nice, and it brightens it up in here for sure, right, folks? As a matter of fact, I was thinking about getting some sunglasses, and she is reflecting off the silver walls we have here.
Yeah, so are you, babe.
We like to laugh a little bit too, folks. That's important, right? So without further ado, I'm just going to set I guess I don't really have to set the clock except a 25-minute countdown.
Right.
That's all we're going to do.
Because, time to move.
Okay, folks, so I got a 25-minute timer, and I'm just going to set it and let it play. All right? I'm going to start the timer, and we'll start. Okay, folks, you guys ready to follow along? That's awesome. Here we go. 10 seconds. Now remember, this one is 2 to make 1. Right? Real nice and easy here. Just kind of get warmed up, right?
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Whoa! Woo!
Your counting screwed me up.
Did it?
I couldn't keep up with you.
Alright, so that was about, believe it or not, that was about a 35-second go. So we're going to wait roughly a minute here, okay? Next one is wing out, heel to butt. So we'll go again at the 1 minute 30 second. Recover now, folks. I know this is not a typical practice, but the idea is to try and get these fresh again, ready to go. Okay?
Okay.
All right, we're coming up on 10 seconds. In 5.
So we're not hitting our heel with our hands.
No. 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. All right. It's not 2 to make 1, right?
Oh! I did 2 to make 1.
That's what I said. It's only this one and this one are 2 to make 1.
Okay.
All right, so
Well, then I
standing,
did the
make these
numbers.
circles. 1 to make 1. So that's going to look like this. 1. This is 2. All right? So we're going to get ready to go here in 15 seconds.
You counted your feet on that one, hey? The wing
I
out?
always count my, I was not even thinking about my arms too much, really.
Okay.
Just going after my feet. 5 seconds. 3, 2, here we go. All right, so this is nice and slow. Big exaggerated circles, all right?
Is it...
All right. So folks, the movements might be a bit odd, and it doesn't seem like you're going fast, but that's okay. The idea is to go as fast as you can at the movement you're doing. Get out of your comfort zone, okay?
How long did that take us?
I'll tell you when to start. Another half a minute. I'll give you a little more if you need it because you finished a little later.
That's okay.
So that time I went this way. Whatever way you went, remember the next time you're going to go this way. Or at least I am, because I went the whole way one way, right?
Okay.
Just make sure you get it balanced. All right, Missy, what's left?
Airbox.
Airbox. This one shouldn't take us too long. I think we can punch pretty quick, right? All right, Missy, so in 5 seconds, I'll tell you, 5 seconds, 3, 2, here we go. All right, so 2, 3, 4,
7, 8, 10, 1,
8, 9. Just call her Sean Strickland.
Me and Sean, we know who's who and what's what.
And we love that guy after his little rant here about our black-faced Canadian politicians. He was awesome. All right, Missy, we're going into the 5, 5, and 10 now.
Okay.
All right, so let's give ourselves another 10 seconds here, all right? So here we go. And 3, 2, 1. All right, so I'm going to touch, 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 sky reach. Not looking for a lot of speed right off the bat. All right, picking it up. 2, 3. All right, here we go. 2, 2, 3, 4, 6. All right, next one is our run.
That's going to go fast. Only one per leg.
Well, you can certainly make it 2 to make 1 if you want. You want to make it 2 to make 1?
Yeah, I do.
All right, 2 to make 1 on this one, folks. I'm going to write it down. Missy asked for it. And I'm the kind of guy that'll never say no. All right, honey, we got another, let's say 5 seconds here. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. All right, so. All right. Woo. Yeah, good call on 2 to make 1.
Yeah, I knew that would just be too short.
Better girl. All right, we need a little rest. What are we going into here? Twist. That one round took us 7 minutes. So we're going to get
3 rounds?
maybe close to 4 rounds.
Except we're waiting a minute, so it'll be 8.
Well, if we decide to go a little longer, we'll see where we're at in our 4th round, right? We always have that option. That felt good to run. I'd like to finish with that run. Okay, Missy, how are you doing for your twist?
Good.
Let's do her. Here we're starting at 8. Like Missy said, 8 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm trying to get a nice hop with my skippy hop, right? Like those Maasai warriors. Nice big hop. All right, next one is
heel to butt.
all right with our wing out, right? Okay, miss, if you're ready. Some of these nice things about this is some of these moves are not so interrelated to the next one. So if we did cut our little break down a short bit, it's not like we're working the exact same muscles again, right? All right, so you ready, miss? Wing out, heel to butt. Let's go.
I know it's easy to, but I remember this time.
She did. All right, folks.
Standing big knee circles.
Standing big knee. Now again, you'll see this is a different muscle we're going to use more up here, right? So, in the interest of trying to get through that fourth round and experiencing this practice as we're doing it, I think we could start on our big circle here pretty quick. You ready, miss?
Ready?
Okay, I'm going to go outside in this time. You guys remember what you did last time. Okay, go
I
on.
alternated.
Okay, go. All right. All right, now airbox is similar, right, folks? As we're going through this practice, it's obvious that's a completely different kind of movement. So once we regain our breath, we can get busy with it.
2 to make 1.
2 to make 1. All right, Missy, you ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Nice. All right, little breather.
I can go anytime.
All right, you ready for cross body?
Yep.
Here we go. Woo. Okay, you ready, miss?
Ready.
All right, so this is 2 to make 1 again, okay, folks? Here we go. So, Whoa, Missy. That one does give you a little cardio.
Woo.
Alright, that's 2 in the books. Round 2. We're going into 3. We do need to take a minute here, folks.
Wait there.
Alright, back to move number 1. That's our twist. Still going to take 10 more seconds. Breathe deep. Recover. Okay, Missy, you ready?
Ready.
In 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh, I did 2 to make 1 again.
Well,
It is 2 to make 1.
It is. I did 2 to make 1.
You're way too fast.
Oh, because I only did 10 on the last.
You're way too fast.
Oh God, I gotta do 2 more. Okay. Heel to butt.
But we gotta take a little break. Just want to train speed. Not looking for that much endurance. Like I said, if we want to add a couple of minutes to our practice, but to get the system we're targeting, we can, right?
Right.
We're not bound to 25 minutes. We generally target 25 minutes, right? Okay, Missy, how you doing?
Good.
All right, heel to butt in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 2 to make 1.
Okay.
We decided that one time only, just for the heck of it. See what it felt like. It felt like I wanted.
Big knee circles.
All right, big knee circles, guys. Now again, this one's not a lot of cardio, so I think we can take a little shorter rest, right, Missy?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm inside out this time.
Okay.
Go the opposite. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. This is 1 to make 1. Nice. Nice, miss. Air box. Take a rest, Missy.
Fast twitch. Woo.
Breathe deep. Missy has this good practice she does where she breathes deep. This is a good time to do it. Okay, Missy, ready?
Yeah.
A little boxing.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go in 5 seconds. 2, 1, here we go. That's what happened to my tooth, folks. That's how rumors start, miss. Alright, so we're going to cross body toe touch.
This is
Another deep
5.
breath will go in
We're
15
doing
seconds, okay?
half the reps in this one.
Alright, Missy. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Here we go. Alright. 1.
Now for our run.
Alright, last one run. We're going to take a little break. Let's get ready because we're going to go 2 to make 1 on this one. High knees, super fast. Just ready for this explosive movement, okay guys? Just this burst. So we start slow, build up, and then explode, okay? Alright, Missy, how you doing?
Good.
Alright, so here we go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So, high knees, 3. Alright, that's round 3. We're still inside our time frame. So we'll probably go over a minute or 2. Unless Missy objects.
No objection. This is how I get at the end of a lap across the pool.
So this will be our finishing move. This is our last round coming up. And it'll be that sprint, high knee sprint. Alright, we're coming up to 23 minutes. So at 23 we'll start our last round. And I think we'll probably go over 3 or 4 minutes by the time we're done. We'll see. Alright, Missy, in 10 seconds. What are we starting with?
Twist.
Twist. 2 equals 1. Right, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Whew.
Wing out to heel butt.
Alright, need a little rest. Starting to get a little oxygen debt going on. I'm going into debt. I'm borrowing from a different energy system.
Luckily you got a lot of interest.
Alright, here we go, Missy. You ready?
Hooray.
This one is one to make one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, big knee circles. This one I gotta come from outside in. All right, we'll start at our whistle, our 25-minute beep on move number 3. Is it a second or 3? Here we go. All right. Whoa.
Airbox.
Little break. So that's 1 minute in overtime. Right now we're into 1 minute. I can't control. All right, Missy, we're on number 4. You ready to airbox?
Ready.
Here we go. It's ready, go. Woo! That Missy's fast.
You can imagine then how fast that
You can
went.
see I didn't have a
Man
chance to
goes.
protect myself when she went after my tooth. Okay, honey, you ready for
A run?
10 seconds? No, we got to do the windmill.
Oh, the
In 5 seconds. All right, we're 2 minutes into overtime right now. Let's go. All right, that's coming up to 3 minutes. Last one, we're on number 6. We'll have her all done by 4 minutes overtime. Just really set yourself. Guys, we're really gonna go good on this last one.
Time to mop up before my last run.
So we're gonna take an extra second or 3 to recover so we can really explode on that sprint, okay? All right, Missy,
Okay.
how you doing?
What
3,
do you say?
2, 1, here we go. Beauty, Missy. That was 4 minutes of overtime. Alright, 4 rounds. Alright, welcome back, folks. Just unwinding from the practice. It's been about a minute or so since practice ended. I still have to get my sweat towel, but I wanted you guys to kind of get a feel for where we're at, and by extension, you know, where you guys can be at. No matter what your level is. Obviously, if you're fitter, you're going faster. If you're less, you're going whatever's available. You know, that's just the way it has to go. Now, the ultimate goal should be that you're sweating, right? That you've taxed that fast twitch muscle system, your cardio's been lit up. And one of the things that I always kind of relate this to is, you know, running up a hill, for example. You know, a fitter guy's going to get there to the top. And this is a math problem you guys can try and figure out. He's going to get up there faster. All right? Now, let's say I'm not as fit. I'm going to still give my best effort to get to the top of that hill that he's already been up there 10 seconds ago. Right? Now, first of all, A, has he used any more energy than me to get to the top? As a matter of fact, take into consideration that he's had less time under stress than I have, because I'm 10 seconds behind him and I'm still giving my best effort. So you guys do the math on that, but you see what I mean. Doesn't matter what level you're at, you can still test yourself just the same as the fittest guy can test himself. You know what I mean? If that makes sense, do the math, you'll see that probably it does. So anyways, honey, how did, on our evolutionary theme this week, again, this was day 4 of the same 11 moves, and we taxed a whole different system. How did this practice go today?
I really had fun in the practice. I like the moves. I like the format of the 10 slower and then the intermediate and then the full on. That was also a good feature of this practice. One of the ones that I found almost the most challenging was the high knees, because it was hard to really get those knees up and be fast. So that was a little bit of, I noticed that one was a little bit difficult. At least to keep my technique, the way I like to feel good going through the moves that I'm doing. I like the twist. That was super fun. I always felt good twisting. I really like twisting. Getting that full-on foof from side to side. That feels really good in my hips and my waist. I really like that. And then we had, I'm going to talk about the boxing. That went super fast. I noticed, though, that I always ended up with the same last punch with my right hand. I really like the crossbody and sky reach. That went great for me. I felt really super in that one. And the run was also like a joy. When I kind of got the knack, definitely, the last time. Just sort of understanding the ratios, because I had gotten them a little bit mixed up there. And there is a couple maybe that I didn't mention.
Oh, I can always reach back. You got the twist, the wing out, heel to butt.
Wing out, heel to butt. That was a focus on the heel to butt. I was counting the heels to butt, and there was the wing out. I feel like the wing out, you know, if the work was mostly in the bottom half and the lower half of the body, because it took so much mental focus to stay in touch with what the legs were doing that I couldn't really pay attention to the arms. So that was that one.
So you got the rest.
And that was it then. So the practice went 4 minutes longer than usual, and that was absolutely fine. I enjoyed it. These are really rainy days, so we're not getting the same amount of movement that we would if we were outdoors. So it's just fabulous to be able to come in here and bop around and really get out of breath, push our cardio, move fast. That's just a wonderful thing. And these moves, amazingly, these moves, in the way that we did them today, you could do them anywhere and get the benefit. So we're never stuck being stagnant. As long as we have the wherewithal in our consciousness to move, then we're going to get the benefit of that movement. There's just no doubt about it. And as we learn to address all the systems like the way we are with this particular series, it just shows you that you're really unlimited. And this is evolutionary. We are unlimited. We are not stuck to a machine because we are not machines. We are creative beings.
But I was just saying that wing out, heel butt, that was kind of throwing, a little bit of a loop at your natural flow and rhythm. When you're sprinting, it's naturally, you want to move your arms sort of ahead as opposed to doing a wing out while you're trying to move fast. So it was asking a little bit more of you too, and it was primarily a heel to butt movement, and that's where the count took place, but at the same time trying not to lose complete focus of what was going on up top, right? So that was kind of fun. It was a bit of a challenge in a different way than the other movements. Again, the idea that you could take moves, you have to sort of realize the value in this, right? That you can take some moves that require no equipment, take them anywhere in a suitcase with you, unpack them, and have a beautiful practice like we just did today. And we have had in the last 3 practices. This is the 4th practice in a row with these exact same 11 moves, which is atypical of us. We will always usually have different kinds of moves. But just to show what we can do with minimal equipment, and I think it was a lot inspired by what we saw in town the other day in that machine-orientated gym, right? And this is just a better way of doing things. Now there's even, and definitely folks, I got the fast twitch muscles activated, and they're activated in ways, like I said, that whatever the move was, do it as fast as you could. And typically, we think of moving fast as sprinting, right, as running. And usually in a diagonal or a straight line, rather. And this was a lot of different kinds of movements. But we still want it to go fast, right? So that's the key. And there is another practice we can do with the exact same movements if you wanted endurance. I mean, I can build a format. It's just a matter of changing the formats to target a system you want, right? And that's a whole nother system. If we did it for endurance, we could build a little ladder and start with 1 rep of each and then move up to 2 and then 3 and then go to half time of your 25 minutes and then come back down the ladder.
One thing I was thinking though, I don't think we got a whole lot of core in this one. Is that correct?
It depends on these particular moves, a little bit less. But yesterday with what did we do yesterday? The head to the knee.
Yeah.
There's a lot of core there. What did we do there? The bent over crossbody windmill. There's a lot of core there, right?
I was wondering about that.
Standing big knee circles. You're going to get some core in there, like real world core stuff, right?
Right.
Twist and skip. There's lots of core in twist and skip.
Okay.
Prisoner side to side, knee to elbow. Tons of core there. Swim stroke, crossbody, toe touch kick, high kick, lots of core there.
Yeah.
So for sure we got lots of core, just these particular movements today. Without the other 5, there wasn't that much in it, right?
Right.
But for sure, guys, and then that would take in, like if we went for endurance, just generating power over time, work output over time, that would be 5 different systems we did on that suitcase, on those suitcase of moves, right?
And the other thing that I've been contemplating is that you could always add a couple of moves if you felt like you wanted to address a different system. Like an example would be push-ups, for example. If you wanted to get your burpee in there in a push-up, then you could add that or substitute that. So there are a lot of ways that you could take a basic practice and you're never at a loss. That is the point. You're never at a loss. There are always moves that can be familiar, and then as you start to adapt, you naturally evoke from your body's intelligence those kind of moves that would be really appropriate for you in that moment, at that particular time, for that particular practice. So with time, you become for sure really in touch with that body's intelligence. It's going to guide you as to what it needs and what you're capable of.
Yeah, and then with, our little backpack, backpack for the gym in a backpack, I guess we can call it. That can add a whole nother element or dimension to your suitcase practices, right? Missy suggests maybe we call them backpack practices, but they are certainly an addition that every person interested in their physical wellness, in their well-being, needs to have. And we'll put that together. Like I said, that's going to happen this year for sure. We're going to put that together. But this was designed, the series is just designed, like Missy said, to, help develop a skill set, help you to understand that you can build these practices out of whatever moves. And once you start a better understanding of your body and what it needs and what maybe you didn't do enough of, what maybe you did a little more of, and balance it out. And so in the end, you're always looking for balance, okay? You can't really overdo any one thing to the point that you're neglecting another thing, right? And so you saw in the big knee-up circles, and I was commenting, because we'll all have a natural way of doing something, right? A naturally stronger arm, a naturally stronger foot, for balance, all that. We have to make sure. If I was going knee up and out one time, the next time I had to make sure I was bringing it back in. I don't want to keep doing to my strength, right? Because naturally that's how I want to go. Step out. It's not that much I want to step in, right?
Stepping in is not natural. you have to push that one.
And so that's sort of the point, right? Is helping you develop a skill that you take with you into all the days of your life. So another beautiful practice, and again worthwhile time, and so great on these cloudy, rainy days. We're right in the middle of, coming, I guess, sort of towards the tail end of January, and it's just gloomy and wet and cold, and
not too cold today, though. We gotta say.
Yeah, it's like,
thank you. For
if you're out in it and it's damp and it there's no warmth from the sun, right? So they're really dull, dreary days, and this really helps light things up. It really does. Like Missy says, for me personally, I'm getting a lot less movement because I'm not outside nearly as much. And, we need this. So I didn't mind going over a few minutes in today's practice at all, right? Because usually our practices are followed by, gardening and out in the forest and some other activity that by the end of the day you get a pretty good sleep. So anyhow, that brings us to the end of our practice today and this evolutionary week, and brings us into Missy's kind, wise, uplifting words.
Evolutionary. I truly love that word. Here, now, as never before is evolutionary. When we can face each moment with a freshness, with an ability to not be stuck in the way that we saw it in the past, but to continuously be open. It's not that we're not going to be made more capable from what we've done in the past, but it's like every time I go on that bike, there's always something else to discover in that moment-to-moment engagement with that instrument, to understand, now, what can I do in this moment to get the most out of this movement? So it's evolutionary. Life is evolutionary. And the evolutionary aspect of life that I want to focus on today is the evolutionary relationship between the masculine and feminine. We came recently through a period of time where the women had to fight for their vote. They were the suffragettes, at least that's the story, the history. And women have been fighting for their rights and claiming their rights and wanting to have equal opportunities to men. Now, I don't know any women who want equal opportunities to be able to fulfill the heating and vac contract of a high rise. Yet when we ask for equal pay, we have to include that in our understanding. What we all want, every being, is to be acknowledged for the effort, for the talent, for the input that we infuse into our life and into this world all around. Why I feel that Michael and I have shown me what it means to be an evolutionary woman. This is me. What it means is that I myself am complete unto myself. I know how to be self-sufficient. I've proven that to myself, that I can get along, I can do what I need, I can get what I need if I'm not able to do it on my own. There will be this that I would go towards more likely if I wasn't in this relationship. But whatever I've encountered at this particular stage in my understanding is how to support my male partner and fill those areas that he wouldn't naturally go towards, and that we naturally just pick up the slack of the other person. And I just remember that mentality that is very memorable to me. It's kind of a sun scar in experiencing all the married couples in my life that I've known, and especially when I was growing up, and that paradigm. And always it seemed like each person was compromising to not push the other one. Not that we don't push each other. We for sure do push each other, but only when it's really important for our own unique integration of our own self. So I feel like the people in my past that I've seen, they've kind of been in competition. If somebody hasn't measured up to the mark, then they're called out as to where they're not making it, where they could do better, where they're not living up to what they should be. What I find in our communication is we're each here to uplift the other, to make each person be more effective to achieve whatever it is that they want to achieve, to be the most fulfilled. I love a beautiful home. I love a beautiful garden. I love beauty all around me. I love the care for the environment. I'm so impressed every day when I walk into this ark these rainy days. Every day there's a new little rut that Michael has had to dig to keep the water flowing in such a way that we're not going to be floating away ourselves. That's his work. I'm going back. I'm going to make us a beautiful meal and take care of our clothing. I can do all that happily. I don't feel ripped off as though I'm doing it for him. I'm doing what I do because I do that, and I do it for me. And when I do it for us, I'm also doing it for me. So I would like to say to all my fellow beings that this white male is actually a very generous, loving partner. I also have that capacity to evoke that in my beloved, because I understand we're all here to live the best life ever, and I'm able to support what it is that he has to give, and he can support what it is that I have to give. And in order to do that, each of us has to be complete within ourselves, and then our we becomes exponentially fulfilling. Swaha.
Whoa. Whoa. That was a lot, folks. You might want to re-listen to that one. There was some good stuff in there for sure, and I think we can all benefit by that, right? Some real truths in there. Way too much of that, partnership disillusion kind of thing, right? And dissolution. Dissolution
and disillusionment.
Disillusionment, right? So the dissolving and disillusion without, like Missy said, if you don't come as a whole being, as a competent, capable being, how do you offer that? And vice versa. So that was really poignant. That point just made me go, oh, lit up, sit up, oh. True, right? So awesome, Missy. And you guys, it's always worth hanging in, listening to what she has to say, for sure. That brings us to an end. Another edition of I Move here in the Ark. And Shallah. We will see you here again tomorrow for
another one
in the books.
We're getting good at this.
Still never walked the books. Always never walked in the books. Still